That's what Ralph said. So, big shout outs to Ralph for checking that out, finding that information out. But yeah, so here we are. This is another qualifying match here for the winners finals. TAKO and GAMERA. Trying to figure out who's going to fight Totoro.
All right.
Okay, is it VIRA?
GAMERA locking in the VIRA. Selecting his signature dark color as it was available for VIRA as well. He plays the same color for Jita.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. As long as it's available, he wants the edge, for sure. Yeah, so VIRA is one of the newest characters in Grandblue Fantasy Versus, and just one that I have such an affinity for personally, because I feel like they did such a good job with her in regards to making her very unique and open-ended in particular. Open-ended is the word I like to use a lot for this character, because she does have 2 modes. And the ways that you get into this mode are either by using a Skybound art or by getting a command grab on her unique action, right?
Yes.
And so once that happens, she actually gets access to a whole new set of moves. She keeps some of the old ones, and some of those old ones get powered up. But the new set of moves are very important to note, and you'll see some of those soon.
That we will. Meanwhile, of course, on the other side, Belial, notorious in this game, has been one of the best characters. Of course, when he released, he was undisputedly the best character in the game. Now been toned down quite a few times, still an incredibly strong character. Very, very versatile at multiple ranges, one of the best fireballs, incredible up-close options. Meanwhile, VIRA much more mid-range focused, great catch into the hard knockdown mid-screen.
Yeah, and I mean, one thing that has to be noted is the whiff punish ability of Belial. The 5H on this man is just exceptionally strong because it moves forward right there, and you can cancel it into a special move to make things happen, and you're going to see it. The knockdown here off the EXTP is hard knockdown. Okay. Trying to take command throw. Oh, but there it is, the Amari here from GAMERA. Wants to use the back shift to be able to get away. Remember, that is new to Grandblue Fantasy Versus, the back shift.
Yep.
And so is this rush down here, which can be special cancel.
Get the follow-up. He can into the far heavy. Doesn't choose to follow up into the DP afterwards, but the stagger on the lights will be able to take out GAMERA right there.
Yeah, I think the spacing was just not right for the DP, so he was trying not to risk it, right? Because he's already got like a check situation and then hard knockdown. May as well just keep it. But there's another strong tool, is that 2U, the sweep from Belial. It's one of the farthest reaching in the game that is not, using a weapon, right? I guess you could call it like a weapon.
Even including some of the weapon ones, it reaches incredibly far, and unless it's a moving sweep, it outranges a bunch of them.
Yeah, it actually does outrange one of Nirmaya's sweeps, so it's, pretty sad. Oh, and there it is. Yeah, the 2M is going to be able to help Luminera set up with the EXTP. Yeah, last time TAKO showed backshift, right? Yep. So probably thought GAMERA was going to run for the catch backshift. Another throw.
Yeah, there's just a lot of these kind of specific adaptations, specific call-outs. Nice rush right there just to relieve that pressure.
Yeah, rush is actually strike invulnerable, right? So going through the 2M of Belial. Oh, but catching him in the full conversion right there, even from max distance. Nice from GAMERA. Has gotten out towards the corner. That was an accident.
Yeah,
probably trying to get in the X, but the skybound art is out.
May have also been an attempt at a rush after the confirm of the far medium. That would have been a nice combo into the corner.
Oh, yeah.
At the very least, GAMERA still has full meter and the potential to install Luminera right here. Okay. EX Scarlet Oath, that's an option. Oh, goes for the overdrive instead.
Yeah, overdriving the blowback right there, and now GAMERA can be chipped out for death, and still has access to the extra damage, and now he's gonna have chip on the normals as well. Trying to go for EX Basago.
Nice fuzzy jump back right there, just to avoid the situation. Real scary, and that's something you're gonna see from GAMERA relatively often. Doesn't. Yeah, unfortunate, that is unsafe, and TAKO taking that first game.
TAKO looked very stoic through that whole thing. I know you can see in the camera right there that he was clutching his chest for his heartbeat, but like his heart rate probably does not,
reflect the pace of that gameplay.
Yeah, exactly, because that was so slow. Obviously, we saw a lot of buttons being tossed out there in case of a run forward or a lock forward, but I don't know, that seemed completely in control for TAKO a lot of the time, and we see a Jita change to maybe, combat that.
Yeah, the composure coming out from TAKO that game was simply incredible, and it's really, really difficult to play the game at that pace versus a player like GAMERA, because that is the pace that GAMERA wants to play at, but TAKO just kind of twisted it on its head ever so slightly to make it his own pace.
And we're going to see how that comes up versus Jita, because there's going to be a few different tools for Jita to use in this particular situation. So normally we talk about Belial's Fireball, but Jita does have one as well.
Yes.
Now, the hardest part, though, is Belial's Fireball is just clearly the best Fireball out of the Shoto characters, right? For a number of reasons, but he's also got that standing unique Give Daddy Some Sugar, which is a parry.
Yes. one that is very good against fireballs, particularly at that range. At longer ranges, it's not quite as good, if just because the opponent will have options available on them to be able to respond. Oh, yeah, there's TAKO.
Yeah, although this showdown does have a command throw. Oh, yeah, tried to tech a throw right there. That's very common to try and tech throws with the universal overhead because it is airborne, right?
Yep. Wow, the challenge, that's going to be a perfect, I believe. Wow.
Wow, what a strong start to game number 2 from TAKO. GAMERA is going to have to dig real deep right now.
And I think quite a few people probably were not expecting this. Again, these two players are incredibly close in terms of level, but I still think a lot of people would have had GAMERA as a favorite. Good techs on the throw.
Yeah, they are delayed tech, so the damage is going to add up, and finally catching the walk back with the sweep. That is a very common situation. You do catch a lot of Grandblue players walking back, and so sweep is a good tool for being able to deal with it.
Yes, absolutely. Slight delay on the Wrecker, and this is where Jita shines. That corner carry off of those combos really, really strong. Now it's GAMERA's turn to apply the pressure. Look, diffuses.
Yeah, that jump did not come answered, but that is going to be a +4 situation right there. So yeah, that's not punishable.
Ooh, I like the introduction of the spot dodge coming out from GAMERA. That is one way to combat that far heavy as non-BELIAL for other characters. Goes for the aggressive rush. Has bar to do another one if he so please. What a whip punish for far heavy.
Yeah, far heavy is just so phenomenal at that. Caught with the 5L but didn't have any belief in it, so that allowed GAMERA to drag a punch out. And yeah, the second you jump, GAMERA finally answered. You know, missed the last one, but not this time, and he knows that he can't miss anymore.
Indeed, and now it does feel like GAMERA is starting to find that pace, starting to get into control of the game once again.
Now, however, he has Fireball already off the table, right? And yeah, there's the strength of that BELIAL Fireball is he can change the trajectory, he can change the way it works. And so if you try to dodge it, he might actually catch you.
Yep. Tries to dodge, tries to jump. There's so many ways that you can use that Fireball. Again, EX Fireball expended from GAMERA. Uses the spot dodge a little bit early, not able to get a combo right there, but the DP to get TAKO back in control.
Yeah, and like the safe jump now, he's got the pressure going. But okay, yeah, GAMERA trying to Abare out, using the Rekka just to be able to make something happen. Push away from the corner. There's the rush. Same deal on this one, right? There it is. Give Daddy some sugar to be able to counter.
Missing the timing of the safe jab right there as TAKO. That would have been really, really crucial if he got that. Gives a ton of damage in the corner. Goes for the plus range. Whips instead. Yeah. Wake up spot dodge. Another throw. One more will take the set for TAKO. And there it is!
EX Visago was only represented twice prior, but it was just so few and far between that you had to have forgotten about it. Now, in this game, while there is no way that you can just,